When we are trying to change the world, we need to know the difference between a campaign and a movement. We wage campaigns around specific issues, policies, or candidates. We then either win or we lose. But a movement? Movements are about bringing long-term structural change. They have 6 characteristics. First, there's collective, intentional action, joining together on purpose to make change. Secondly, it's not about singular events, but long-term, organized action. In addition, movements are made up of outsiders, because if those in power already had our best interests at heart, we wouldn't need a movement in the first place. Fourth, movements also have scope and scale to make bigger, lasting differences in the way we live, and create a collective identity or a sense of we, the knowledge that our experience of injustice isn't simply personal, but also structural. And most importantly, a movement puts forth an aspirational worldview. People may join protests out of anger or fear, but we stay in a movement out of hope and vision for a better world. Movements need all of these elements to be effective. A big myth is that when things get bad enough, a movement will form. But terrible things happen all the time. Movements only really get started when something is happening and we organize around it. Organizing usually starts with people who are already connected to each other, who then connect to others, that grow into the infrastructure for future organizing. And what really propels a movement's growth is when the aspirational worldview of the movement, also called frames or narratives, impacts mainstream culture. For example, after the frame for same-sex marriage changed from sin to love and commitment, the victories for marriage equality campaigns happened more rapidly. Their campaigns may seem to have been won quickly, but they were built upon a decades-long movement. Once a movement's aspirational worldview takes hold, policy change is easier to achieve. Campaigns are not movements, but organized with intention, campaigns can amplify the movement's narrative, draw people together, and build an infrastructure to create lasting shifts in how we see the world, change systems, and live our lives. So where does your work fit within movement building?